Hey sweet souls, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 4 in my 6-part series on healing and living your purpose. I hope this series is helping you transform your journey from surviving toxic situations to living with love and intention and purpose. I will leave the links to episodes 1, 2 and 3 in the description box below. So in today's episode, I want to look at living light and letting go with intention. And the theme of today's episode is shedding what no longer serves you. So welcome to anyone new here. My name is Annemarie. I help people heal from toxic situations to reignite their inner power and their inner light. If you want to work with me, my details are also in the description box below. So, how are you today? Do you wake up with a spring in your step? Or do you wake up most days feeling heavy, weighed down? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like you're carrying too much of what no longer belongs to you. I've been there, I've done it too. So this is the story of letting go on purpose and about living your light, not by accident, but with intention. You know, there was a time I didn't recognize how much I was holding, how much I was carrying. Betrayal, anger, hurt, disappointment, squashed dreams, conversations. Oh my goodness, so many lengthy conversations that went unheard. Stories that weren't mine, but I tried to fit into. Beliefs that fit even less. And it wasn't just things. It was roles I kept playing out of compulsion. People I was continually appeasing, even though whatever I did was never enough. Versions of myself I had outgrown, but I was now addicted to. And it's funny, the world tells us to hold on, make it work, don't expect so much. Hold on to those relationships, those memories, that hope. It will get better. But what it rarely teaches us is the art of letting go, especially when letting go is the most loving thing we can do. There were so many dramatic moments, but it was a quiet and profound realization for me that shifted everything, or at least started shifting everything. It was one weekend, several months before we finally went our separate ways for good. I was left on my own again to clean up the debris of our 23 years together while he was already out there creating a new life. I was left to sort his from mine, with many tears that fell. And as I held on to something, I can't even remember what it was, I was so distraught at the time, I felt this distinctive pull in my chest. And this question arose, why am I keeping this? Why am I hanging on to this? That question echoed louder than I expected. And not just about the object in my hand, but about everything. Why had I held onto this relationship that hadn't felt mutual for a long time, that hadn't felt kind and loving for a long time, that hadn't felt that I was even part of it for a long time? Why did I stay in this routine that left me so drained way longer than I should have? Why am I carrying this guilt that doesn't even belong to me? That moment changed me. It didn't take the pain away, but it strengthened me to keep walking. You know, I've always been a bit of a minimalist, so that wasn't it. It was about letting go and living light. Not weighed down, not depleted, but free. So here's what I've learned. Letting go and letting God doesn't mean forgetting or pretending the cruelty didn't happen. It doesn't mean I'm a failure, and it definitely doesn't mean giving up. It means surrendering and getting out of your own way. It means choosing to release what no longer aligns with who you truly are. So a couple of things that you can practice. A visualization technique can be, imagine yourself dropping those weights that you've been carrying. Imagine taking off that heavy backpack that you forgot that you had on. A practice you can do is write a letter of release, to release you and them. It's a kind of cord cutting exercise. So never send it. Just write it and then burn it or discard it after. Burning is a great way because it just dissipates and you just watch it burn up into nothingness. And it's a great releasing exercise. You know, letting go with intention is different from just tossing things out in frustration or anger, the way I was tossed out of his life. It's looking at each part of your life, the objects, the obligations, the relationships, even your own thoughts, and asking, is this contributing to the life that I want to live? Does this reflect my values? Does this uphold my light, my inner love? Is this helping me grow? And if the answer is no to any of them, then the most loving thing you can do is to bless it and let it go. I know it's not easy, I know it's painful, but if it's time, it's time. Don't hang on to it. Some things we hold because they once meant everything. But here's the thing. Just because something or someone mattered then doesn't mean it has to stay now. Especially if that someone keeps hurting you. Living light doesn't mean that your life is perfect, polished, or pain-free. It means your life is honest. It's waking up and not dreading the uncertain mood of another. It's being able to breathe in your own home, in your own body, in your own mind. It's having space for joy, for creativity, for rest, without being looked down on. It's not holding what you were never meant to hold in the first place. It's saying, I don't need to explain why I'm letting go. I don't need permission to outgrow something. I get to choose peace over pressure. I get to start again. And the beautiful part, every time you let go with intention, you make room for something new, something better aligned, something true. So if you're ready to live lighter, not just in your space, but in your soul, in your being, here's how to start. 1, start small, tiny baby steps. Look at just one area. Could be your inbox, could be your closet, could be your to-do list, could be your inner critic. Begin there. to ask the deeper question. Don't just ask, do I want this? Ask, does this support who I truly am? Does this support or dim my inner light? 3, let it go with gratitude. Yes, even the hard stuff. Say thank you for what it taught you, and then release it. And number 4, resist. This is an important one because many people do this. They jump from one relationship straight into another instead of healing. So resist the urge to refill the space immediately. Let the quiet teach you something. Let the emptiness breathe. Often people fill that space with other people, with other relationships, which will never work in the long run. Perhaps temporarily, but that emptiness will linger because they haven't healed. So I'll say it again. Resist the urge to refill that space. Give it time. Give yourself time to heal. I'm loving living light again. 23 years of heaviness is enough. Some days I still feel weighed down. I'm still healing, but I know how to return to myself. Not by adding more, but by releasing what's not mine to carry. So if you've been feeling heavy, if you've been feeling weighed down, if your life feels cluttered, crowded, fragmented, or chaotic, or just off, maybe it's not because something's missing. Maybe it's because something or someone needs to be released. Let go with intention. Live that light, not someday, but today. And if this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What's one thing that you're ready to let go of? What's one thing you're ready to release? Let's lighten the load together. And as always, lots and lots of love from my heart to you. And see you in the next episode, which is titled The Rebuild, Learning to Trust Yourself Again.